Hello guys, so we will now go to the also another very difficult and very complicated and at the same time very important part of our course. Okay, we will be going now to the guests page. Okay, let's see, we will find someone in the among the users, then we tap on him and then we want to go to his homepage. So this is what we will be now implementing. Okay, before going further, I just find out several bugs with my code. So especially here in access.php for the function select users. Here, 14, the ID, I must replace it with a variable which is ID. Here and here. So it must be where users are not equal to ID, and here is the same, where users ID not equals to ID, means the current user. Okay, in case if you put here the real number, so just replace it with the variable, reference variable of ID. So we're done with this. Then before we proceed further, I would like to upgrade one more bug. Let's say you see the images are getting duplicated. This is because we're not clearing the Avas array. So we're going now to the friends VC, and I'll search remove all. So you see we are clearing users requested, and we never clear Avas. Uh, this one, the Avas array of the images. So what I will do, I'll search now for the users.remove all, and after that immediately I will clear avas.remove all, keep capacity false. And we're doing the same in all of the cases. Users, after users we are clearing avas as well. Okay, very good. So we can build and run and everything will work perfectly fine, and after that we will head to the okay, so we just need to make sure that James Bond and Bob are having the same IDs. Here is the James Bond and here is the Bob. He doesn't have the user profile picture. Okay, so we need in one more place to remove Avas. Yes, the best idea is after requested. Here we'll remove Avas as well. Avas, remove all, keep capacity false. And one more thing, when we load more, we will comment this line, self.requested remove all. We'll just comment this, because when we will load more, we don't need to clear anything, because this is pagination. We need to clear only when it's loading first time. Okay, now everything working fine. You see the Ava is not getting duplicated. Very good. So what I want now to do, I want just to click on this, and I want go to the home page. Okay, so we're going now main storyboard. So by the way, just let me summarize the 3 points which we have updated. First, we have updated the ID in the PHP development environment in access.php for the searching users function, select users. Second, we have added avas.remove all, keep capacity false for everywhere whenever we used to clear requested array as well. And third one, we have commented this line, self.requested remove all, keep capacity false for the loading more. So whenever we're loading more, we do not need to clear this, because we will append a new results which we fetched from the server. Okay, now we can go directly to the main storyboard to create another view controller which will be responsible for showing the guests page. Okay, so what I will do, guys, we have the home page. That is the one we got, the home page, which is exactly same as the guest page. But since we have done that, we programmed the home page, the guest page I am gonna do in the little different way to show you the different alternative ways of implementing certain features. So I'll select Home VC. I will open the left panel. That is the one. I'll make a single left mouse click here on this button, round one. I will press Command plus C to copy this, and I will press Command V to paste it. Okay, so now there is one more view controller paste over the home view controller. I'll just drag it down and I will put it right here. It doesn't matter where to put it, but I like to follow the logical order. Okay, so we have now duplicate to home VC. That is the one, the original one, and that is the one which we just now copied. Okay, so we will start from the connections inspector. Select your just newly copied home view controller, the duplicate, go to the connection inspector, and we will remove all of these connections except of course view to the table view, and we will keep data source and delegate as well, and then we will remove these ones. Okay, so we removed all the connections. Then Signs Inspector, everything is fine. Attributes Inspector, everything is okay. Then we're going to the Class Inspector. This is very important to remove this Home VC, and click Enter. Okay, we remove this. So this is our home view guest view controller. So what we will do is we want to click this cell and then we want to be redirected to the James Bond's page. Okay, so for this one we must enable selection. So select your search table view, just make a single tap on this. It must be selected right over here, search table view, go to the attributes inspector, make sure that here is a single selection is enabled. So no selection means this cell will disable the selection function. So make a single selection. Okay, but some of you might get annoyed when you select the cell, it will turn to the gray color. Okay, to turn it off, we will select the cell itself. So just make a single click on the cell, make sure that you have selected the cell in the search table view, go to the attributes inspector and here selection, turn it to none. Okay, excellent. So then what we will do is, so from this hold Ctrl left mouse click, drag it to the home view controller, guest view controller and release and select show. Excellent. So now we see that the guest view controller got embedded into navigation controller as it should be and as it happens in the real Facebook app, which is developed by Mark Zuckerberg. Okay, great. So now we need to play with the tint color of this. So how we can do this? And yeah, we want to remove this the title back as well. So we're gonna do this as well. Here, tint color, we will select like this, tint color, and the title color we will keep white. Okay, great. This is when we have selected the navigation controller, which is the mother or root view controller. Then select the navigation controller, then select the search friends view controller. From friends view controller, we are going to the guest view controller here. So a very important role here plays the friends view controller. Go to the select this navigation bar, single tap on this, then go to the back button, make just a single or double space, and click enter, hit the enter. So now it will remove the text in there. Okay, that is beautiful. What we will do then, select the view, or what you can do is just simply select the cover on the background and just drag it down, right, and stick it to the navigation controller. Now click this yellow button, then again this yellow button, and right, select the option update constraints and fixed. Okay, brilliant. So the first appearance it seems that we have done, but not really. So what you will do is just make a single tap on the table view, and by your scroll view, you can scroll it down and you can scroll it up. So what we have done, guys, while working with a home view controller, we have kept two prototype cells. Two prototype cells, one cell for the post without the image and another prototype cell for the post with the image. Why we have done this? Just to show you on the practice how you can implement this logic. Okay, but now we'll try to keep one unique cell which will be responsible and which will automatically build the logic. If there is an image, it will show in this the image. If there is no image on the server, it will just convert itself to this type of cell. Okay, so we'll keep one unique cell. Select your cell, which is a no picture cell. Just make a single tap on this. That is the one. This is your table view controller. I will close the header view, and then we have your no picture cell, and we have got a picture cell, which is that one. Okay, I'll select no picture cell and I hit delete button to remove this. Okay, so we have got now a little bit upgraded version of the home view controller where we have only one cell, which is a picture cell. Okay, that is amazing. And another change which we need to do is we need to remove this add temporary bio. Okay, so here select add temporary bio. In my case, I'll select it from the left panel in order to access it. I select it here and I hit delete button to remove it. Oops, my avatar overlaid. Okay, just let me play with this like this. It's just a small bag created by the Xcode. Okay, excellent. So now we have removed add temporary bio button, but nonetheless we need the bio label because we want to see the bio written by the guest or by the person that want to see the page. Okay, so other changes which we need to implement is regarding these buttons. Okay, in the first case, since we were only just beginning to build the page, I was making everything super simple for you to understand the wall logic, the entire logic, and now I want to make things a little bit complicated and more advanced. Okay, so what we have done here, we have used the PNG file. We have used the PNG file which already contains the text which is paused. Okay, now we'll work to put this paused programmatically and we will insert only the icon itself. Okay, so I got some icons which you should have downloaded already. These are the icons. I'm going to the assets, so here we have icon to follow and unfollow person, follow and unfollow, then we have message someone and more. Okay, so I'll select all of them and I will drag it right over here to our assets library. And render as, I will select here as a template image so we can play with the color of the tint. Okay, I'm now come back to my storyboard and I will implement a minor changes now. Okay, so what I will do is I will replace post by unfriend because this is how exactly the Facebook is built like. Then I will select the next, well, first of all, I will clear all of these constraints. So hold your shift button on your keyboard and select one by one all of these buttons and then clear all constraints. That is the one. So make sure that you click that one for the selected views, clear constraints. Okay, so I will select the next button, edit. In Facebook, it's used here, edit. Instead of edit PNG, we will use unfollow PNG. Then we have a log, but on Facebook it is as a message. And then we have a more, which comes a PNG file with the title. So we will replace it with the more dot, just more lowercase. And here we go. Okay, so this icon seems a little bit bigger than they supposed to be. So I will select all of these icons which are updated. I'll go to the size inspector and the width and height I will make it 40. Okay, so then I'm coming to the attributes inspector and the tint color here. I'm gonna select dark gray color. Very good. And then for every button, I'll write a text as in the Facebook. So here we have a background image and here will be our title. Okay, initially it will be add. Then for the next one, it will be follow. For the next one, it will be message. Message. For the next one, it will be more. Okay, very good. So I will now adjust the font of these buttons to be looking like actually the branding of our app. Okay, as you see here, it's Helvetica Neue. It's a smaller font and it is bold. So we will do the same. So I'm coming back here. I will select all of these buttons. Font, I will here use the custom one. And the style, I will use bold. And I will resize it to 12. To 12. Okay, but we've got now one problem. As you see, these buttons are uh, appearing with the censored title. This is something which we're gonna change programmatically. Okay, now in order to step further, we need to create a dedicated class for the guest view controller where we will write the behavior of the user interface. I'll create a new file, which is new file. Then I select a contact class. It's going to be of type URL table view. And here I'll write guest VC, which is guest view controller. And I hit create. Okay, that is excellent. And this function I don't need. This table view functions, we need them. Number of sections we don't need. We will have only one section at the moment. And I will keep this function, which configures cell, which called self-route index path, and that comments we don't need as well. Okay, so the reusable identifier of our cell, I bet it's gonna be picture cell. So I'm just going back to the administrator board. We need to select our cell. That is the one. I'll just select it here. That is the one picture cell. Go to attributes inspector, and it has the identifier pixel. I'm going back here and I will just put it right over here. Okay, so as our cell will be dynamic means it will automatically adjust the height of itself, of the cell, depending on the image and the text. So we need to write a couple of lines of codes in our view did load. Okay, so I'm going to the guests VC. Here I will write a comment dynamic cell height, and here we are writing table view dot row height equals to UI table view automatic dimension, and then table view dot estimated row height. This is estimated row height of our cell, which I will find out in the main storyboard. So it is 536. Okay, so I'm going back to the guest view controller, and the estimated size height is 536. Okay, that is brilliant. Okay, so we have started our first baby step in order to create a superb guest view controller. So that is really amazing, guys. We will now proceed with the programming. Let's go further.